Welcome back, everyone. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of ultra-rare and incredibly valuable United States coins, where history, rarity, and serious money all come together in the most exciting way. From iconic pieces like the Lincoln Wheat Cent to legendary rarities that have stunned collectors at auction, this is a journey you don't want to miss. The 1942 Lincoln Wheat Cent stands as a fascinating and highly collectible piece within American numismatics, representing a blend of historical relevance and enduring collector appeal. Struck at the Denver Mint, this modest 1-cent coin might at first seem ordinary, yet certain high-grade examples and rare varieties elevate it into the ranks of valuable collectibles. Enthusiasts of the Lincoln Wheat Cent prize the 1942 issue not only for its connection to a pivotal moment in history, but also for its potential to achieve impressive market values when found in exceptional condition. Its demand remains strong among collectors seeking to complete date and mintmark sets or invest in historically significant coins. The historical backdrop of the 1942 cent is deeply intertwined with the global upheaval of World War II. In 1942, the United States was fully mobilizing its resources for the war effort, and this included careful consideration of the metals used in coinage. Although the 1942 cent was still struck in the traditional bronze composition, it preceded the dramatic shift to steel cents in 1943 due to copper shortages. This transitional period adds a layer of intrigue, as the coin represents the last full year before a major change in U.S. coinage materials. Its production at the Denver facility reflects the broader effort of multiple mints working at high capacity during wartime. From a design standpoint, the 1942 cent features the enduring portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, a design created by Victor David Brenner. Lincoln's right-facing bust is accompanied by the inscriptions "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the date 1942, with a small D mint mark positioned beneath the date. The reverse showcases two stylized wheat ears framing the inscriptions 1 cent and United States of America, along with the motto EPLURIBUS UNUM. Composed primarily of copper with small amounts of tin and zinc, the coin measures 19 min diameter and weighs approximately 3.11 grams. In high-grade mint state, the coin's original red luster and sharply struck details, particularly in the wheat stalks and Lincoln's hair, enhance its visual appeal significantly. While the overall mintage of the 1942 cent was substantial, exceeding 200 million pieces, true rarity emerges in the highest grades and in specific era varieties. Most circulated examples are common and affordable, but coins graded MS67 red or higher are exceedingly scarce. Additionally, collectors actively seek out varieties such as doubled dies or repunched mint marks, though these are relatively rare for this issue. The combination of high-grade scarcity and the natural attrition of copper coins over decades contributes to the coin's desirability. Condition plays a decisive role, with uncirculated coins exhibiting full red coloration commanding a significant premium over brown or red-brown examples. In terms of market value, the 1942 Lincoln cent displays a wide spectrum depending on condition and quality. Circulated examples typically range from a few cents to a couple of dollars, making them accessible to beginners. However, uncirculated coins in MS65 red condition can fetch between $15 and $40, while MS67 red examples may reach several $100s at auction. Exceptional specimens with near-perfect surfaces and strong eye appeal have been known to surpass $1,000 in competitive bidding environments. These values are influenced by grading standards set by major services, population reports, and the ongoing demand for top-tier registry set coins. For collectors aiming to acquire a high-quality 1942 cent, careful evaluation is essential. Look for coins with strong, even luster, minimal contact marks, and well-defined strike details, particularly in Lincoln's cheek and the wheat ears. Certification by reputable grading companies adds authenticity and market confidence, especially for higher-value pieces. Proper storage in climate-controlled environments and protective holders helps preserve the coin's condition over time. Acquiring examples through established dealers, reputable auctions, or numismatic communities can reduce the risk of encountering cleaned or altered coins, which can significantly diminish value. In conclusion, the 1942 D. Lincoln wheat cent embodies a compelling mix of historical significance, artistic design, and collectible potential. Its connection to the wartime era, combined with the enduring popularity of the Lincoln cent series, ensures its continued relevance among numismatists. While many examples remain modest in value, the pursuit of high-grade or rare varieties offers both challenge and reward. For collectors at any level, this coin represents not only a tangible link to America's past, but also a promising addition to a thoughtfully curated collection, with the potential for steady appreciation over time. Next up in the 1951 D. Lincoln wheat cent stands as a fascinating and often underrated piece within United States numismatics, drawing steady attention from collectors who appreciate both its historical grounding and its potential for high-grade rarity. Struck at the Denver Mint, this coin is part of the long-running Lincoln cent series first introduced in 1909 to honor Abraham Lincoln, and it carries forward the iconic design that has become one of the most recognizable in American coinage. While it may appear common at first glance due to its relatively high mintage, the 1951 D cent becomes significantly more valuable and desirable in pristine, uncirculated conditions, especially when exhibiting exceptional luster and strike quality. Its importance today lies not only in its accessibility to beginner collectors, but also in the challenge it presents to advanced numismatists seeking top-tier specimens. Historically, the 1951 D cent was minted during a period of post-World War II economic expansion in the United States, a time when coin production was ramping up to meet the demands of a growing consumer economy. The Denver Mint produced over 625 million of these cents, reflecting the increased need for small-denomination currency in everyday commerce. This era also represents a continuation of the bronze alloy composition that had been briefly altered during the wartime years of 1943. The coin does not commemorate a specific event, but it is deeply tied to the broader narrative of mid-20th century America, a time of industrial growth and cultural transformation. Its place in the Lincoln Wheat series, which ran until 1958, marks it as part of the final decade of this beloved design before the transition to the Lincoln Memorial Reverse. In terms of design, the 1951 D. Lincoln cent features the classic portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, designed by Victor David Brenner. Lincoln is depicted in right-facing profile, accompanied by the inscriptions "In God We Trust" above, "Liberty" to the left, and the date 1951 with a small D mintmark beneath it. The reverse showcases two stylized wheat ears framing the denomination 1 cent, and the inscription "United States of America," along with the motto "EPLURIBUS UNUM." The coin is composed of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc, weighing approximately 3.11 grams and measuring 19 millimeters in diameter. What makes this coin particularly appealing in high grades is the sharpness of Lincoln's hair details and the fullness of the wheat stalks, which are often weakly struck in lower quality examples. Despite its high mintage, the rarity of the 1951 D cent emerges in the upper echelons of condition. While circulated examples are abundant and inexpensive, coins graded mint state, MS. 66 or higher by professional grading services become increasingly scarce. The most sought-after specimens are those with full red coloration, known as RD, red, which indicates minimal oxidation and superior preservation. Additionally, collectors often seek out coins with strong strikes and minimal contact marks, as these attributes significantly enhance visual appeal and value. There are no widely recognized major error varieties for this issue, but minor die variations and repunched mint marks can add niche interest for specialists. Market value for the 1951 D. Lincoln cent varies widely depending on condition and color designation. Circulated examples typically trade for only a few cents above face value, making them accessible to nearly all collectors. However, uncirculated coins in MS-65 condition can command prices in the range of $10 to $25, while those graded MS-66 RD may reach $40 to $75. At the highest levels, such as MS-67 RD, prices can exceed $150 to $300, especially if the coin exhibits exceptional eye appeal and is certified by reputable grading services like PCGS or NGC. These values reflect steady demand rather than explosive growth, as the coin's abundance in lower grades tempers its overall market ceiling, but high-grade examples continue to appreciate gradually due to their scarcity. For collectors interested in acquiring a 1951 D cent, several practical strategies can enhance success and satisfaction. First, it is crucial to learn how to evaluate coin condition, particularly the difference between red, red-brown, and brown colorations, as these significantly impact value. Purchasing coins that have been certified by trusted grading organizations ensures authenticity and provides a reliable assessment of quality. Storage is equally important. Coins should be kept in climate-controlled environments using archival quality holders to prevent oxidation and damage. Collectors may find opportunities through coin shows, online auctions, and reputable dealers, and joining numismatic communities can provide valuable insights and networking opportunities. In conclusion, the 1951 D. Lincoln Wheat cent may not be the rarest coin in the series, but it holds a unique and enduring appeal that continues to both novice and seasoned collectors. Its historical context, classic design, and the challenge of finding high-grade specimens combine to create a coin that is both accessible and rewarding to pursue. As part of the broader Lincoln cent legacy, it serves as a tangible link to mid-century America and the enduring image of Abraham Lincoln. With careful selection and proper preservation, this coin offers not only aesthetic enjoyment, but also the potential for modest. Next up in the 1955 D. Lincoln Wheat cent stands as an intriguing and often underappreciated coin within American numismatics, especially when examined through the lens of high-grade preservation and subtle varieties. Struck at the United States Mint in Denver, this coin carries the familiar portrait of Abraham Lincoln, yet its true appeal lies not in dramatic errors like its Philadelphia counterpart from the same year, but in the challenge it presents to collectors seeking pristine examples. While it may not be the most famous coin of 1955, the finest known specimens of the 1955 D cent command impressive attention and value, making it highly sought after among advanced collectors who appreciate condition rarity and subtle distinctions in strike quality. Historically, the 1955 D. Lincoln cent was produced during a period of strong economic growth in the United States, when coin production was increasing to meet expanding commercial demand. The Denver Mint struck over 563 million cents that year, making the coin common in circulated grades. However, this abundance masks an important reality. Relatively few were preserved in top-tier mint state condition. The Lincoln cent series, first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the centennial of Lincoln's birth, had by 1955 become a staple of everyday commerce, and most coins entered circulation immediately. Unlike special commemorative issues, the 1955 D cent was not designed to mark a specific event, yet it reflects the broader mid-20th century American economy and the continued legacy of Lincoln's image in national identity. From a design perspective, the 1955 D cent features the classic wheat reverse, used from 1909 to 1958. The obverse displays a right-facing portrait of Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner, with inscriptions including Liberty, In God We Trust, and the date. The reverse shows two stylized wheat stalks framing the words 1 cent and United States of America, symbolizing agricultural prosperity. Composed primarily of 95% copper with a small percentage of tin and zinc, the coin weighs 3.11 grams and measures 19 millimeters in diameter. While the design itself is not unique to 1955D, the sharpness of strike, luster, and color, ranging from brown to red, become critical distinguishing factors in high Greek samples. Rarity in the 1955D cent is not about low mintage, but about condition scarcity, particularly in grades of MS66 red and above. Many coins from the Denver Mint that year exhibit weak strikes, especially in Lincoln's hair and the wheat stalk details, which makes sharply struck specimens considerably rarer. Fully red coins, retaining their original mint luster without oxidation, are especially prized. Unlike the famous 1955 double die from Philadelphia, the Denver issue has no widely recognized major error variety, which further shifts collector focus toward condition and eye appeal. As a result, superb gem examples are difficult to locate, and their scarcity significantly elevates their desirability. In terms of market value, most circulated 1955D cents remain modest in price, often worth only a small premium over face value. However, the story changes dramatically at the upper end of the grading scale. Coins graded MS65 red may sell for $15 to $40, while MS66 red examples can reach $100 to $250 depending on eye appeal. At the elite level, MS67 red specimens have achieved prices exceeding $1,000 at auction, with exceptional pieces occasionally commanding even higher premiums. These values are driven by registry set competition, where collectors seek the finest known examples to complete high-ranking collections, pushing demand for top-quality coins. For collectors interested in acquiring a valuable 1955D cent, careful attention to grading and authentication is essential. Coins certified by reputable grading services such as PCGS or NGC provide assurance of authenticity and condition, which is especially important in higher price ranges. Collectors should look for strong strike details, vibrant red coloration, and minimal contact marks. Proper storage in climate-controlled environments and protective holders helps preserve the coin's original surfaces and prevent discoloration. Acquiring coins through established dealers, auctions, or trusted numismatic communities can further reduce risks and improve the chances of obtaining a high-quality specimen. In conclusion, the 1955D Lincoln wheat cent exemplifies how a seemingly common coin can achieve remarkable value through condition rarity and collector demand. While it lacks the dramatic error varieties of other issues, its finest examples represent the pinnacle of quality within the wheat cent series. Combining historical continuity, classic design, and the challenge of locating superior specimens, the 1955D cent continues tea collectors who value precision, preservation, and subtle excellence. Its enduring appeal ensures that it remains a meaningful and potentially rewarding addition to both novice and advanced numismatic collect. Next up in the 1958D Lincoln wheat cent stands as a fascinating and often overlooked piece within the broader landscape of United States numismatics. Yet at its highest levels, it can command remarkable attention and value among serious collectors. Struck at the Denver Mint, this coin represents one of the final issues of the beloved wheat reverse design, which had been in continuous production since 1909. While the majority of 1958D cents are common in circulated grades, the coin becomes highly sought after in pristine, gem-quality condition, where its scarcity dramatically increases. Collectors are particularly drawn to this issue not because of its everyday examples, but because of the challenge in locating superb, sharply struck specimens with flawless surfaces. making it a compelling pursuit for those aiming to complete high-grade Lincoln cent sets. Historically, the 1958 D cent was minted during a period of economic stability and industrial growth in the United States, just before a major transition in the Lincoln cent series. The wheat reverse, designed by Victor David Brenner, was about to be replaced in 1959 by the Lincoln Memorial reverse, marking the end of an era. Produced at the Denver Mint, identified by the small D mint mark beneath the date, the coin does not commemorate a specific historical event, yet it is intrinsically tied to the post-war prosperity and modernization of America. Its significance is further amplified by its position as the final Denver-minted wheat cent, giving it a subtle but important place in the historical timeline of U.S. coinage. In terms of design, the 1958 D Lincoln cent retains the classic features that have made the wheat cent series iconic. The obverse displays a right-facing portrait of Abraham Lincoln, accompanied by the inscriptions "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the date. The reverse features two stylized wheat ears framing the inscriptions, 1 cent, and United States of America, with EPLURIBUS UNUM above. The coin is composed primarily of 95% copper with a small percentage of tin and zinc, weighs 3.11 grams, and measures 19 millimeters in diameter. What elevates certain examples of this coin is the presence of strong luster, full red coloration, and sharply defined details, particularly in Lincoln's hair and the wheat stalks, which become critical factors in determining top-tier value. Rarity for the 1958 D cent is not derived from low mintage, as over 800 million pieces were struck, but rather from the scarcity of coins preserved in exceptional condition. Most examples entered circulation and suffered wear, leaving relatively few in mint-state grades, especially those graded MS66 red or higher. At the pinnacle of desirability are coins with full original mint red color, free from spots, blemishes, or carbon marks. Additionally, while major error varieties are not widely associated with this specific issue, any unusual minting anomalies, such as off-center strikes or die errors, can significantly enhance value. The combination of condition rarity and visual appeal is what transforms an otherwise common coin into a prized collectible. Market value for the 1958 D Lincoln cent varies dramatically depending on grade and eye appeal. Circulated examples are typically worth only a small premium over face value, often under $1, reflecting their abundance. However, uncirculated coins with red coloration, designated as RD by grading services, can range from $5 to $20 in lower mint-state grades. As the grade increases, so does the value exponentially. Coins graded MS66 RD may command between $50 and $150, while superb examples in MS67 RD can reach several $100s. Exceptionally, rare top population coins, particularly those with near-perfect surfaces and blazing luster, have been known to achieve prices exceeding $1,000 at auction. These values are driven by registry set competition, collector demand for perfection, and the limited supply of such high-grade survivors. For collectors interested in acquiring a high-quality 1958 D cent, careful evaluation and authentication are essential. It is advisable to seek coins certified by reputable grading services such as the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, or the Numismatic Guarantee Company, NGC, as certification ensures authenticity and provides a standardized assessment of condition. Collectors should look for coins with strong strike quality, vibrant red color, and minimal surface imperfections. Proper storage is equally important. Coins should be kept in climate-controlled environments, ideally in protective holders that prevent exposure to moisture and contaminants that can cause discoloration. Purchasing from established dealers, auctions, or trusted numismatic platforms can also help mitigate risks and ensure a worthwhile investment. In conclusion, The 1958 D. Lincoln Wheat cent embodies a unique blend of historical significance, aesthetic charm, and condition-based rarity that continues to captivate collectors. While it may not be rare in the traditional sense, its true value emerges in its finest preserved forms, where it becomes a symbol of both the end of the wheat cent era and the pursuit of perfection in coin collecting. Its affordability in lower grades makes it accessible to beginners, while its scarcity in top condition offers a rewarding challenge for advanced numismatists. As interest in high-grade Lincoln cents persists, the 1958 D issue remains a compelling and potentially appreciating asset, appreciated not only for its monetary worth, but also for its place in the enduring legacy of American coinage.